Honourable Minister,
the stakeholders' engagement session was centered around identifying the bottlenecks both listed companies and small businesses face in Nigeria and finding ways to tackle them. Speaking on the drive of the administration of President Bola Tinubu to achieve a $1 trillion Nigerian economy by 2026, the Minister of Trade and Investment expressed excitement that the current economic policies of the federal government are yielding positive results.
Really excited about the innovative and the ideas around supporting the MSMEs. For example, the inventory financing, for example, that's the invoice discounting, and any other initiatives that we can come up with to support MSMEs and also the large corporates. So my ministry will continue to be open to work with businesses, with industries, with MSMEs, with the stock exchange, with the market, with every sector of the economy to ensure that we achieve the vision and the mission of His Excellency to realize the $1 trillion economy. So I guess it's what it is. So I'm really happy to be here. And I'm sure that it will be really exciting for Nigerians to hear what I've heard today, that the policies of the present administration has actually taken a full foothold, and we're already witnessing the dividends of democracy, as we would say it. I mean, for me to hear that this is the first time the Nigerian Stock Exchange will be witnessing an all-time high, both in price, capitalization, listing, and all of it, is very, very gladdening and quite exciting. And these are some of the comments and positive words I would take back to His Excellency, Mr. President, to encourage him as well, that he's taking the right decisions, though bold and audacious, but they're yielding results and using results positively. And the stock exchange is ready. And when the stock exchange is also telling us that they're ready and they're open to welcoming new investors, it means that we can really go all out there and market the economy, market Nigeria to every other foreigner to come in and to invest. And I'm really happy to hear all the things I heard today. I just want to continue to encourage the stock exchange. To the corporates listed, I've heard all your suggestions. A lot of them are suggestions on how we can what we can do to improve, to get to where we want to go. And some of them are very general, some of them are very specific to industries. And I can assure you that we will leave no stone unturned, and we will leave no industry behind in achieving or actualizing our vision.
I would say that if we took a forward-looking view, all right, it's one that inspires some sort of confidence today, frankly speaking. If you ask me about just the view of the markets, the view of our corporates' ability to raise capital, some of the things that we will get to shortly, access to credit, the ability for consumers to start to create jobs and earn some sort of income, you would find that in a way we've seen the worst, is probably the way to picture that. So barometer of the economy in my mind is one that I would say that we have enough to have hope. We have enough to build on. We have enough to think through, is there a path to address some of the challenges that we face collectively as a nation? So if I were to give you one word, I would say it's mixed in that sense overall. But if it was from the lens of the exchange that you are in today, we are actually quite pleased and encouraged with the state of the capital markets. If that's a reflection of the economy, we're pleased with the level of innovation that we're starting to see. We are pleased with the level of just optimism that is around our own industry and our own sector. And frankly, our industry is doing the best that it's done easily over the past 2 decades or so, and a lot of that we thank Mr. President for.
I can beat my chest today and say that if there's any other sector that have benefited since the time that you have come into this regime, is the NGS. When you look at where we are coming from and where we are today, it's something we believe that we have showcased to the whole world that our own stock market have impacted positively with some of the hard policies that the government have already taken. And I believe even by now, the government has been vindicated, because for the first time, you have products or you have a system whereby, based on experience, everything that has gone up doesn't come back down in Nigeria. We have seen even the FX, the dollar, that has gone to up to 1.9 is now around 1.1. We have seen even the diesel as at today, because of Dangote and the rest, that they were able to bring down the price of diesel from 1,700 to 1,200. So I believe with the BUA of this world, the Dangote of this world, whatever are the challenges that they are facing, the Nigerian breweries and the rest, that will go a long way for you to have maybe packaged everything and see how you can be able to come in as a government so you can be able to support those private sectors. Because it's going to be a win-win at the end of the day.
Representatives of the listed companies took turns to speak on their operations and challenges while proposing solutions and lines of actions from the government.
We are in the food industry, particularly Dangote is very big in the food industry. And food as of now depends upon the import. While all the impacts are made, all the efforts are made by the government, federal government, to make the self-sufficiency of the food, particularly sugar, rice and all that. And we are really following up to that extent. But yes, there are challenges and there are roadblocks which we are facing, but that is a process we all understand. One of the major areas is that today when we take loans for foreign exchange, Forex, which is a very big constraint in challenge, we don't have a hedging mechanism. Where do we go when the currency is depreciating? And so I have raised Forex at 1 year back, 1.5 years back at 465. Today, the Naira is 100,000 or whatever number may be. But I don't have any hedging mechanism. So how can we create an environment or create a structure where we can hedge our foreign exchange? So that in the interim, while the economy grows, while the self-sufficiency happens, while the new investment is welcoming, but unless we have a very robust mechanism to hedge the currency, we will still be exposed to great risk. What we have done so far, last 1 year, every company which has been exposed to the foreign exchange has really incurred huge losses. And Dangote is one among them. Dangote Sugar is one among that.
It is hoped that with this proposed collaboration between the Nigeria Exchange Limited and the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Investment, some of the challenges identified during this meeting will be addressed. Omobolanle Adeshui, Arise News.